Hi, my name is Alex Carlich with GustanCho.com. I want to talk to you about how underwriters analyze your credit report. So they're going to look at your credit report. Initially, they're going to go through it and scan it, look for any kind of late payments. If you got no lates, they're happy. Then they're going to scan through it and they're going to look for how long the trade line's been open, make sure you have sufficient trade lines open to analyze your credit payment history. Then they're going to look for your collections and hit you for the right 5% of your collections if they're greater than $2,000. They're going to go through that. Then they're going to probably scan through again. They're going to look for disputes. If you're disputing any bad credit, they're going to make you remove those disputes. So they're looking for disputes, they're looking for late payments. Now, if you got a lot of late payments and you get downgraded to, like, say, a manual underwrite, they're going to look at when the late payments were. If the computer approves you, those late payments don't matter. But if you're downgraded to a manual underwrite, those late payments in the last 2 years are going to be important. You don't want to have 120-day lates on car payments 3 months ago. That makes you ineligible. I doubt you get approved eligible with 120-day lates in a car a few months ago. So they're looking for late payments and all that kind of stuff. They're also looking for judgments. They're looking for tax liens. Sometimes it's on a credit report, sometimes it's not. There was a regulation that came out that says it's not required to be on credit reports, so most people don't have it on their credit reports because they don't want you to go buy a car and get interfered by having all this negative stuff on there. So all that stuff doesn't necessarily come up, but if it does, they're looking for judgments and tax liens. So they're really analyzing to see your name matching. They're looking to make sure that the addresses are matching to what we put on the application, because the credit report has that. Birthdays, juniors, or if you're a senior, they're looking to make sure that's all right. So we have to get everything right when we input your information, otherwise we'll get errors. So make sure if you're a junior or senior, you tell someone that, and it could become an issue if not. They're also looking for your debts. They're looking to make sure that those debts make sense to the payment. And so one thing they're also going to analyze is, like, student loan debt. Sometimes they have a zero payment. Well, FHA makes you hit for 1%. Conventional will let you use IBR. So the underwriter is going to condition for 1% or the IBR. So if you got a zero payment on a conventional loan, on a student loan, we can use zero as long as you show us an agreement with the student loan company that you're on an IBR payment, and they figured out that zero is your right payment for you, because IBR stands for income base. So if you make $20,000 a year, you got $100,000 student loan debt, they'll give you a zero payment for a while. So we can use that zero payment only for conventional. For FHA, we hit you for 1%. So they're looking for that. They're making sure they got all the debts right. They're making sure things are open or closed, accounts. They're looking at all this stuff. They make sure that everything's exactly right before they do their debt-to-income ratios and calculate their income. Remember, your credit report is very crucial for the loan. It's one of the first things I ask for is your score, what kind of lates you have, what kind of collections you have. Make sure you're not disputing anything. And I ask you about judgments and tax liens too. So those are what underwriters are analyzing when they look at your credit report. So keep your credit clean. It's the most important thing when it comes to getting a mortgage. Good credit, you'll get the loan. Bad credit, tough to get a loan. Then the income's important too, of course. But the credit report, you're dead in the water without good credit. So give us a call if you got any questions. 630-915-7550.